Hello, my beautiful viewers. Welcome to Altcoin Daily with Bitcoin Gorilla. Well, I am back and I'm here to talk to you about OGN after the big crash in the crypto market, where we see Bitcoin breaking 30k, 28k could not hold it. It broke down to 27 and jumped to 26. The point is, the crash was heavy and no token survived it. Ethereum itself crashed from 3,000 to 1,700. You can see it's a general thing. Everybody had their share of the cake when it comes to the tokens. They all crashed down. So the question is, what next for OGN after this crash? And Bitcoin Gorilla, what are you doing? If you've been buying OGN since the end of 2021 and still buying it in 2022, what are you doing with your OGN since you are stuck in the crash? Well, I will tell you the reason why I still believe this crash is an opportunity if you know why you are in the crypto realm. If you understand crypto, then you will know this is opportunity, a bigger opportunity for that matter. But this is what I'm going to discuss with you, and I will tell you how I'm managing my OGN during this red hot time, cold time. I'm also going to share with you what I see the charts, the OGN price doing after a period of time. If you are new to this channel, don't forget you are welcome. And if you are an old subscriber coming back to view this video, don't forget that I appreciate you and I want to say thank you for coming back to watch this video. I like the comment that one of our beautiful, amazing viewers left behind. Don't forget, I told you I always read your comments, and the comment says, if the coins could dump, what is OGN that would survive it? I think this is coming from Tolulope. Thank you for your comment. I like that question, and the truth is, OGN is no coin to survive it. It's no special coin from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest, as they all are siblings. And when the family goes down, everybody goes down. So we're going to come back and we're going to talk more about what I am doing with my OGN during this time and what I see coming after this time. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. Stick by because I'll be right back.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me.
Okay, so we're back. This is the chart of OGN. Now, before we start going into the chart, first of all, I want to explain something that I've understood since my years in the crypto community. Now, this is a coincidence that I've noticed with Bitcoin and how Bitcoin is being affected in terms of price, and why I am seeing the best time to forecast and target. My target of pulling out of OGN could be around 2025, 2026. And I'll tell you why. I'm about to share that with you before we go deeper. So why do I think that the best time to pull out of the investment in OGN, and why now is the best time to even buy more OGN? For me, OGN target is 2025, 2026 after the next halving on Bitcoin. And I'm going to tell you why the next halving on Bitcoin, after it, there will be a big effect in the entire crypto community. This is something I've noticed. I think I know Bitcoin has gone into halving the third time, and I've witnessed two halving, and this two halving I have witnessed a coincidence that seems to follow each halving. So before we dive into analyzing OGN, I think I want to start respecting the Bitcoin chart, because it's obvious that Bitcoin is king. When Bitcoin goes down, everybody goes down. When it goes up, everybody turns around and start going up. It doesn't matter what the other altcoins are doing. It's just a matter of time before they start moving with Bitcoin. So for that reason, we're going to start by first understanding how the halving on Bitcoin seems to have effect on the entire crypto community. So I'm going to start by looking at Bitcoin and looking at the previous halvings on Bitcoin. So I've taken the time to highlight it. So the first time halving has taken place on Bitcoin previously, now 3 times. The first one happened in 2013, and let's so I'm going to keep this chart on weekly chart to enable us make better sense of it faster. Okay, so this is it. The first halving. Sorry, I said 2013. 2012. In 2012, there was halving, and after the halving, 1 year later, Bitcoin began to pump. Serious pumping, and we see Bitcoin leaving $100 in 2012. From 2013, it left $100 and was able to hit the price of $1,000 in that swing 2013. So 2012 was halving. 2013 Bitcoin hit $1,000. You can see that this is when the halving took place. The halving took place here in 2012. In 2013, we see by November December 2013, we see Bitcoin hitting 1,150. Right now, the magical thing about this, after that 1 year, throughout 2013 it was a pump. 2014 began a dump that went on for the next 2 years. So from 2013 to 2016, in fact the next 3 years, from 2013 to 2015, right, to 2015, yes, from 2013 to 2016, that's the next halving, because the next halving was, if the first halving was 2012, the next halving was 2016. It's after every 4 years there's halving. Now if you don't know what halving is the period whereby the rewards given to miners are slashed into two. And during this time, Bitcoin again in 2016 had another halving, and during this halving, Bitcoin again in 2017 throughout 1 year pumped. Now, the coincidence about the halving in 2012 is, as Bitcoin left $100 range to $1,000 range in 1 year, the next year, which is 2014, Bitcoin went all the way back to $100 range, $165 before the next halving. You see that 1 year pump, the rest of the year 1 year dump, and the rest of the 2 years was sideways market. That's what you saw here, was sideways market. So again in 2016 another halving, and throughout 2017 another year pump. I was around during the 2017 pump. I was one of those people who benefited from it, but I was one of those people who was so stupid to lose it back to the market. So we have 2017 pump, 2016 the halving happened here, and 1 year later it pumped all the way to the November December again in 2017. Bitcoin left that 100 and something dollars in that it stopped at when it pulled back on the first halving on 2012. It pulled back. 2016 it left that 100 and something dollars, get to 1,000, and went all the way toward $20,000. And after that December, Bitcoin again, after 2017, 2018 throughout, Bitcoin started dumping. So 1 year pump, 1 year dump. So throughout 2018 down to this point was a dump. 2019 completed the dump. 2018-2019 was a dump. 2020 was yet another halving, right? So let me pull back, let me zoom out so you see that I donated it with. So you see, this is the halving. Understand it. 2020 another halving happened, and what happened? 2021 throughout was yet another pump. And after the pump of 2021, after the halving of 2020, 2021 throughout was a pump. And what is happening in 2022? We are dumping. Is history repeating itself on Bitcoin? Because if that is the question, then altcoin are always reacting to Bitcoin halving. Very important. The pump we had from 4K to 68K throughout was 2021. It started at the end of 2020 after the halving, right? 6 months after the halving, we started seeing a pump that went for a straight 1 year. But since the pump ended in that 1 year, November, December of 2021, we have seen Bitcoin. And again, look at it. Go and check your chart. It was November, December we made the all-time high on Bitcoin. It's no coincidence. It's still November, December we made the all-time high in 2017. It's still November, December we made the all-time high in 2013. Go and check the history of Bitcoin. This is telling me the effect of halving on Bitcoin and how halving has been affecting Bitcoin. Now, with this little knowledge, I want to use it to take advantage of altcoin, especially the ones I'm investing in now. So the dump we are talking about, we are in the years, because this is 2022, and if what happened in Bitcoin is going to repeat itself, then I expect 2022 to be a dump for not just Bitcoin but carrying along altcoin. Now, when I mean a dump, it doesn't mean that we're not going to see a bounce. There could be many bounces along the way, but it's just that we're not going to see any all-time high. We're going to keep going down for some time. So now, if you ask me how far down we're still going, I'm going to answer that when we look at the chart, but I'm just giving you a forecast of what I am seeing with my intuition based on past occurrences of the chart. So what I'm saying is that these tokens could experience a downside and a sideways. So the next 2 years is good to not put money into this market that you want to pull out or want to use. It's going to need a lot of patience. In fact, this is not just about OGN. This is about the entire crypto market. This is about Bitcoin. This is about Ethereum. This is about every token. They will need patience from you. So if you are in these tokens right now and thinking that you're going to pull out and get big money, it's not going to be that easy. These tokens are going to be like house investments. When you put it and you don't sell it instantly, and you're patient for the appreciation of the house, so that when you sell it you make more profit. It's the same thing here. You have to start thinking like an investor, because if you are here for quick money, one thing that the crypto market will do during this time is to flush away all those people who are here for quick money. The quick money people are going to be flushed off, and if you're not one with patience, you're going to lose a lot of money in the process of going in and out of the market. But for me, who I am saying 2 years, 3 years from now is an opportunity for me to buy with every pullback. That's what I'm saying. If I'm looking at pulling out of OGN in 2026, 2025, so the next halving on Bitcoin is in 2024, of which I see 2025 being my opportunity of reaping out of all this my investments in all this token. If you don't know, I have a lot of Sun, I have a lot of OGN, and I share it in this channel. I tell you what I do, but remember, this is no financial advice. This is just me sharing my opinion and how I'm reacting to the market. So this dump for me is not a bad thing. It is an opportunity. It is a great opportunity, because if I give my token 2 years from now, it could change my life forever. 2 years from now, see why 2 years from now, you see, after this pump that we had to 68k, Bitcoin got a lot of trust from people getting to know Bitcoin, the adoption, because remember, crypto is still literally new. This is why you investing and using this opportunity of pullback is also a great thing, because crypto is still new. This little dump in the crypto market will not be the end of crypto. Stock market is not the first time they are dumping and crashing, but stock market always rise, and it is those people who understand that there is always ups and downs. In fact, this downward move is expected if others are supposed to come into this market and buy it. So it takes buyers and sellers for price to move. So this back pull move is an opportunity if you were not opportune to buy it cheaper. Crypto is still new. NFT in particular just came in 2020. A lot of people just heard about NFT in 2020. It was in 2020, 2021 that a lot of people really start knowing what NFT is. See how such a baby this is. This is still an infant. You don't know what it's going to give back to. You don't know the potentials lying. But I personally, I'm seeing great potentials with OGN, especially being the fact that OGN allow you as an artist to have a website dedicated to your work without having competition. You are like more like a business person. It's more, if you look at the entire NFT marketplace, OGN is unique. The team behind it are strong teams, right? Previous programmers and top team leaders that have worked with big tech giant companies like Google and YouTube are there in OGN. You see, One thing I will tell you this is the future of OGN is so bright that this dump is an opportunity that I'm buying more. That's the first thing. Second thing is I am targeting 2025 as my time for reaping OGM. So every pullback, I have a little money, I put and I buy more because I have a dream, I have a goal, and my goal will take patience to reap. This pullback is opportunity. So let me tell you why it's an opportunity. Like Bitcoin is an opportunity because let me tell you, on the monthly chart, it is bullish. Even though we are having a retest, it is still bullish. Bitcoin is going to recover, but first that will be after the halving. I keep saying this. Any token you want to invest in right now, just make sure you're putting 2 years in your back of your mind so that you won't be emotionally stressed. How am I handling the situation? I am not stressed. I'm watching at the market. If you are someone who needs instant money and you are blood hungry for trading, please go and learn how to trade futures. Remember, this is no financial advice. Learn how to trade futures. When you learn how to trade futures, it makes it easy for you to take your eyes off your investment. For me, my spot trades and my spot coins I put on spot, I stake them. When I buy my tokens, I stake them. If I'm holding for minimum of 2 years. In fact, I am planning some to hold some for 6 years, like Sun. I put Sun there. But I know that 2025 coins like OGN, I could start getting good profit out of them, right? So opportunity to buy more, like I said. So if I look at the chart, it might look as we have terribly dumped, but if I look at OGN compared to other token, I will tell you OGN bulls did not do bad job, like, right? Because in fact, with the way the crypto community dump, I was thinking OGN will go below $1. Believe in me, when I was seeing the dump, the way Bitcoin was going, the way other altcoin were going, the way Luna went to 0, I was thinking OGN was going to go below $1, but of course I was wrong. Because why? I talked about how OGN monthly buyers are here. So a lot of people, now let me answer the question of OGN going to 0, the point where it is now. If you watch my analysis, the Bitcoin Gorilla, I always tell you guys that as far as price is within this range, price is still possibly in the range of good move, right? So it's still within a support, right? But I don't want to tell you that OGN is not going to leave the support range. It's going to leave it, but first there will be a sideways. I keep talking about that sideways, so I'm going to expect a sideways in the market. Now again, for OGN to turn around and change direction, because the point where OGN is the weekly and the monthly buyers, the whale. This is their point. I talked about this in my few analysis, how these whales are going to fight to protect this range. Now the most beautiful thing why I'm saying I am impressed by OGN buyers, the OGN community not allowing the price to dump lower, because let me tell you something, is this as the community in every token will determine the trust the community has in every token will determine how much dump and how much pump goes on. Because why? If there is no trust and a lot of people are willing to pull out of the coin like they did in Luna, the whole coin will crash. But if there are still people who are still willing to buy it, even though price is dumping, it will reduce the sell-off and the crash won't be so much. So OGN is one of those people who will stand the crash, because we saw other token. If you go and check other new tokens, majority of them has broken below the last low, but OGN somehow magically did not cross it, and that really gave me a lot of insight to see what is happening, right? So if I go closer now, like I said, I like using Bitcoin to gauge my work, to compare and contrast, to give me a better idea of what is coming, because I know even if OGN is pumping and Bitcoin dump, OGN is going to dump, right? So OGN needs to hold this support. So our last support, we have 2 supports surviving. The first one is 0.112 range and the last one is 0.9. Now I don't want OGN please crossing 0.9, but still I still believe that it's possible, and that does not mean I will sell my coin. It just means it's another opportunity to buy more OGN, and I will be patient for the next 2 to 3 years. But I do see likely this, right? So we see OGN have broken the support. So the support that we broke was just one support. Unlike other token breaking multiple support, we see OGN breaking on the 0.24 support. The 0.24 was completely broken on OGN, but OGN still, I know what I said when I said this range is not going to be easy for the BS to dive straight through it, because if not, this week was enough for the OGN sellers to break us below, which would have been a big disaster. But as long as this OGN is still holding above the price, this price, as long as OGN is still holding above this price, so let me zoom in so that you see what I'm talking about. So we see this price, we see OGN holding above this point, very important point, right? So that is exactly where it touched and pulled up. That 0.4, 0.2, it pulled up at 0.4. So my goal is that I want to see a bullish sign. That's the goal, to show that they will not go below this point. So a bullish goal would be, we could see next week pull up as bullish. But seriously, like I said, don't let this candle really get to you if you are in OGM for long term. But it is good for all of us to keep looking and seeing that things are still on the right side. And that reason is, if Bitcoin can hold at least 20k support, even if we're going to see any dump, Bitcoin should hold 20k support. So if Bitcoin magically stands the current point, because Bitcoin was able to pull up back to 30k, as I'm talking to you, Bitcoin is trading around $30,000. If Bitcoin can hold the $26,000 and not drop below it again, then OGN miraculously will also stop the dump around where it is and try to look for a pull up. Now the pull up is not going to happen instantly. Instead, I see a sideways, right? So I see the sideways that Bitcoin is currently on, because Bitcoin is on sideways as it keeps going back and forth. So Bitcoin itself needs to withstand and trade above the 26k as support and hold it. If it can hold it, then OGN itself and other crypto coins will hold. So if Bitcoin can hold our support and we get a bounce to at least 48k, 50k, then these altcoins, of course, we also see themselves returning back. So I think that what we could experience in the next 2 years could be a back and forth. We could even pull up and back again, and we could go back and forth for a while. Yeah, you see how I call that while? For a while. It's going to need a lot of patience. So if you are on OGN and you are on OGN, I talked about stop loss. I said it in my video that if you are in OGN for short term, use stop loss. And I remember saying this stop loss should be around 0.24. And if you use the stop loss by now, you should have been out of the market. But if you are in OGM for a long term, there's no way you can use stop loss, because your OGM, of course, will not be, it's either you've staked it or it's not in an exchange or is in a private wallet or in your hardware wallet or in your paper wallet, whatever wallet you have it, you would not have been able to put a stop loss to it, which means your best out is to hold OGN for a little longer. And I think you shouldn't let this dump really worry you too much. I believe there is the crypto market is still literally new, which means adoption is going to come. What we just experienced, of course, we've lost some people their trust in the crypto, because this dump, this crash we're seeing is going to flush so many people who came into this industry to get more quick rich, right? Those people who just want quick money, they'll be flushed out, because a lot of them will lose money with this dump. Those who don't want to understand how the market works, who only want to just cash out, and of course they got trapped in the market, they're going to lose their hopes and their patience. But if you literally understand what crypto is and why crypto is here to stay and why this little dump is not going to change the future of crypto, I see one of those people who believe that Bitcoin one day is going to 200k, but probably that will be after this halving and next halving, or two halvings from here. We could be heading to 200k. In fact, I believe that after the next halving, Bitcoin should be seen above 100k. After this next halving, Bitcoin will be seen above 100k. So imagine where altcoin will be when Bitcoin starts seeing places like 100k. But that is not going to happen until after 2026, 2025. Instead, I see Bitcoin visiting the downside. If we are lucky that 20k hold us, even after a pull up, I do see Bitcoin kissing 18k, if not lower, during the next 2 years. It's going to be a news a lot of people will not want to hear, but it's going to flush out so many people who are not serious about crypto and bring in those who we understand that crypto is an investment and we need patience. And this is what differentiates crypto from stocks and bonds and forex, because crypto is imperishable, and because it is new to the whole world and people are just adapting to it, chances are high, especially with NFT, metaverse, DeFi, that crypto is going nowhere. So this crash we just see is an opportunity for those who couldn't buy it cheaper to actually now buy it cheaper. So you who have been in the crypto world earlier, don't get kicked out because of fear. Don't get kicked out because of little loss in this market. Don't believe that you cannot lose money. It takes loss. You're going to experience loss. Yeah, at some point you're going to experience it. But the good thing and what keeps you going is how you pull up from the loss, how you handle the loss. And if you have account management, portfolio management, trade management to keep you standing still, because this is a quick stand and you can easily sink at every strong move from you. So you have to be very, very, very understanding that crypto is going to need patience, especially after this crash. It's going to need a lot of patience. It's going to need this is an opportunity, a great opportunity, but for those who literally understand why they even went into crypto in the first place. If you went into crypto because you believe that crypto is here to stay with the coming of metaverse, DeFi, and the rest, that is going to change a lot of things, then you should be thinking as an investor and not someone who just want to cash out, quick cash and get out. No, you should be thinking, if I invest this token, what is going to happen to me 10 years from now, 5 years from now? You think big, you think like an investor. So for me, this is an opportunity. Even if you are somebody who is working 9 to 5, you can liberate your life. This dump is an opportunity to liberate your life. Even if it's just $100 you're putting in every time you get paid your salary, even if it's just $20, I tell you, you reserve and you use this opportunity that these cryptos are cheap. They are so cheap. You can put $100. Binance make it cheaper that $10 can buy you coins on spot. So $100, 20, whatever you have, even if you're working 9 to 5, make it a savings. This is an opportunity. Just keep buying it and just leave it for the next 3 years, minimum of 3 years, because whatever I'm telling you now, you have to look after the of course the halving I'm talking about. So give it 3 years to 5 years, and I tell you, your life will not be the same. Your life will not be the same. 2017, after 2017, a lot of people called Doge shitcoin. But why a lot of people were calling Doge shitcoin? I know people who were buying Doge with every single cent they had. They were just buying and buying. And in 2020, Doge made a wonderful move below 0.1 to 0.7. That's turning you, changing your entire life. So if you understand how crypto works, then this dump should be an opportunity to start putting it little by little over time. Let time speak for itself. Let time show you the possibility of what is capable with crypto, because this dump is an opportunity, and OGN is one of the projects you don't want to miss out here. So for me, I am buying more crypto. I am confident that 2025 is going to bring something out the board. So for me, I am adding more to this token. This dump is an opportunity, and if I can get it at 0.9, I will be very, very happy, because crypto is here to stay and crypto is not going anywhere. The earlier you catch it, the better, and the more you see this as an opportunity, the better. Don't forget, this is no financial advice. This is just me sharing my opinion with you. I remain Bitcoin Gorilla. If you are new, don't forget, you are welcome, and subscribe if you've liked this analysis. And if you are old, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Like this video if you find it interesting. So OGN is going to recover. Yes, we're going to recover, but I do expect sideways market for now, and I will come back and update you, because now what I do see in OGN is that we're going to see price alternating within the price. So I'm going to go to the daily chart to tell you what I'm saying. We're going to see this price alternating. So we're going to pay visit. We're going to push down a little more. Yeah, there will be a little leg down. We could be seeing this 0.16 down again. They will likely go down to that 0.16 one more time. And if they are able to hold, they could either they stop at 0.14, at worst they should stop at 0.12. So we could have something like this. And even if they manage to pull up, so we could have something like this. So like this, a sideways, just like we had here, a sideways. So we're going to have a sideways, and then they could pull up to 0.3, and there's a resistance around 0.26 to 0.3. They could then get a pullback, right? And then before they move back up. Now depending on the buy power lying here. Now the good thing is this is monthly support range, so the only thing that will force us to dive deeper down is if Bitcoin sellers threaten Bitcoin to 20k, then we could see OGN diving down to 0.1 to 0.9. But I don't think that will be easy because Bitcoin no, I don't want to say that it's not easy, because I've learned everything is possible in crypto to keep my mind open-minded. So let me not make that mistake of saying it's not going to happen. No, it is possible. If Bitcoin don't hold, I don't see why OGN will. So that's staying open-minded. But if they do hold, we could still see it pushing to that 0.16, but that's not a problem, as they could go sideways and then pull back up. They will get attacked at 0.3. If they manage to get above 0.3, the previous resistance at 0.5 is going to be a resistance. In fact, if we manage to pull up here, they could get to 0.5. They could pull back like this. So it's going to be a lot of stress for the bulls to pull back up. So this is why likely I am seeing a sideways for possible accumulation to reduce the current sell-off, because it's a sell-off currently going, and they could push back up. So if they were able to make it above 0.3, they make it above 0.3. If they're able to make it above 0.3, beautiful, because this previous broken support is going to act as a resistance. So they will definitely struggle, pull back. So a lot of struggle is going to take place here. And believe in me, before they will even make it out of the struggle, I'll come and update you, because it is the breakout of that struggle that will determine if we're going to go back up, right? Or we're going to go down. So anything could happen. Why? Because we're already in a down move, and this small pause in the market could be a little pause, and then we have the continuation of the down move, or it could be a pause and we have a reversal. Now what will make it a reversal is if the pause lasts for a long time. If this sideways market literally lasts for a long time, as in minimum of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, then it could be a reversal. Then we could see price changing back up. But if it's a short period of time, probably before we know it, the down move continue like a short sideways, then it's going to be a continuation pause. So we need a longer pause. I need to see a longer pause, at least a longer pause like like it happened here. A longer pause like it happened here. I need a longer pause. I don't need a short pause, because a short pause will only means a continuation of the down move. A longer pause will show me that yes, we are likely going to see an upside. So for now, I can't tell you if the move down is over, but I will tell you something. We are on a good support, and there's still hope for OGN. You can see there's a support. So for me, I'm still buying more with this opportunity, but remember, this is no financial advice. So make sure you do your own diligent homework. I remain Bitcoin Gorilla. If you like this analysis, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you